Kabuki in the first game. But later in the game, he's gonna man-mark this G-Rock. He's gonna get him away from the Lord Pit. But we're going to see if that's gonna happen. Yawi a chance for redemption against Keyboy. So far 3-0-3-1 for both of this guy. Game number 2 of Onic versus Aura is on the way in the Land of Dawn.
A freeze at the start trying to delay the minion waves from crashing in to give them a bit of prio. But we'll see in this matchup, they have so much shred, man. Boots on the X-Borg and Sans on the Lunox.
Yeah, I feel like Gugun's going to be having a very tough time here. He's going to be the main guy in the front, and he's also going to be taking all this chip and shred damage from the side of Onic. I feel like, you know, we'll see if I'm correct, but I feel like in that mid-game, he's going to be having a terrible, terrible time.
For sure, but he can play through those CCs though. But Kyrie, speaking of CC though, this guy is... We've seen a lot of miraculous plays by this guy on any hero, and Akai is one of them. 4-man pin in the bottom lane, still remember?
Yeah. Kyrie.
Yep.
The signature of Kyrie, Red Tree battle there, and Kyrie actually wins it out over Gugun on that Fredrin. An early lead for the Akai. Also, items, Arashi. Arlet with the Keyboy with the signature, no boots, no roam boots, early.
Yeah, he wants... I don't think he's trying to outmaneuver anyone. He wants to rely on his strong suit right here. The fact that he can just sit there and just take some damage, regen it, and hold his ground. Looking at the emblems though, in the later stage of the game, Kabuki will be doing a lot of damage, but so will Albert, man. With the Fatal, and the weapon mastery, this Bruno definitely has huge, huge snowball potential.
Rashi, we finally see something different from Gugun right now. He's actually taking Inspire instead of Thrill on a Fredrin. Why do you think that is?
I feel like he doesn't really feel like he can really match the clear potential, because for Fredrin, you clear fast, but your power comes from your multitude of, you know, your flexibility. You have crowd control, you have some damage as well. With the Inspire, he can have a lot more tools to both engage by dashing forwards, you know, with a knockup, or to get out of a sticky situation. And against Onic, like I said, he's going to be having a tough time, he's going to need it.
People already poking Yawi down there. Still well charged into the back, trying to force out a heavy spin, even an I'm Infinite connected over from Iran. They're trying to bait it out. If Kyrie still gets this, it's not going to be worth it, and they do because of the last Insanity play. And in the back, it's going to be Keyboy, who jumps in even forward. Gogun, an amazing Appraiser's Wrath to catch them. This might be the triple for the Rookie of the Week of Week 1 and 2. Gugun.
A Fredrin triple kill Arashi, and they're trying to steal the blue buff as well? What's happening? Onic, they had that in the back, but they have to throw it away.
Kyrie! Shield. Yes, skill going in, headbutt in. Oh, it's a bait, but Gugun, an unofficial maniac, as that's Boots, who jumps in with Last Insanity, gets the shutdown, goes up to Yehescu, burns him down, and gets the double kill back. Now it's Yawi who's going to be caught. The final slash dodged away, or tanked, soaked in by Yawi with that power of nature.
Man, everyone is overextending all over the place.
Pure chaos there. Onic just forgetting that the lower the Fredrin is, the more you need to be careful. A low Fredrin is nothing to ignore at all. 4-1 Gugun right now. He has a chance to be a lot more aggressive, go for all these ganks, and start turning the pressure onto Kyrie instead. It's an opportunity they have with the great wave clear that Yehescu can provide with the Novaria, but we'll see if they can do it fast enough before Onic can respond.
Already 8 kills in 4 minutes. This is what I expected in game number 1, but they played it so safely, so methodically. This one is like the true Onic versus Aura, the bloodbath that we were waiting for.
Alright, we'll see who has the tempo in the next fight. In the 30 seconds, I feel like Aura will still want to try and do their thing, get full control over the objective. But now, in the side lane right here, Aran against a 2-kill X-Borg. The lane was brutal enough without that. It's going to be even more because Boots has been very, very aggressive. So if he can get a lead, push Aran away from the get him low and get him to recall, then maybe Onic can get the prio towards the turtle instead.
On the Astral Echo, mid-control, heavy prio for Onic in the mid lane. Gugun though comes forward, trying to go for a bit of damage. Kabuki in the bottom lane. Sans, Chaos Assault into the back, trying to deal more damage to Kabuki, but he's able to actually get out. Wow, Sans gets chunky out. 1 HP. Early gets out. He has the wild charge. He wants to go for initiation before he dies, perhaps. Around in the back. Flickers out of the Last Insanity. Boots right there. Oh, in the bottom lane, Albert finds a kill. Yawi and Gugun very low. Ron as well. They need to find some compensation here with a 4v3. It's still Onic who are winning this team fight. Yawi with wild charge, connecting on the two members. Gugun now pinned down, but still is able to secure the turtle. It's Aran in the back, going for the stun. Gugun for the taunt. Now Keyboy jumps to the vengeance, pulled back, but I'm offended. Over Ron. Don't run Wolf King onto the back. Now it's going to be Keyboy who will be taken down by Ron. Sans has finally joined the team fight now with the last insanity and the chaos assault. It's also a turret down below going down. Aran against 3. Natural Echo. Sans 1 HP gets out with the brilliance. Yehezkiel looking for the Astral Meteor. The wall down to stop him from getting out, to deal more damage for Yehezkiel to execute him. Who won that trade?
I don't know, but it is chaos indeed, Arashi. Like, what's happening right now? In the bottom lane, though, I think Aura was like, they felt the urgency to get something, but that was, like, who won that?
I feel like Onic, in a way, did win that. The fact that they did not get the turtle, but they got kind of trades all around with a really solid late-game DPS source in the Lunox, and they got the turret, and they got the kill on Kabuki to put him further behind, and they got the turret as well, and all that gold in the pockets of Albert. We'll have to wait and see for the official gold charts, but I think Albert is starting to build up quite a lead, and Onic can really use that, but this is definitely not the Onic that we're used to, man. They're just going for this full-on fist fight.
We're used to see Onic dominating the game from the get-go, and right now, they're down about 300. Not much of a lead though for Aura, but it's still a lead indeed against the Invincibles in Onic.
Taking a look at the items for now. Molten Core for both junglers. Kyrie is definitely up in the curve. And with Aura equalizing, the goal line isn't that far apart actually. Of course, Albert has the power spike in the Berserker's Fury, but now Kabuki has the golden staff, so a lot more passive procs. Can Gugun get a play though?
Gugun onto Sans. Albert gonna be the target for Aran. He flickers, I'm offended. Now Sans all alone in the back. Oh, it's a good shot into the back right now, but Kyrie is able to peel for his team. Keep the vengeance, and it's Yawi who's pinned down against the enemy turret. Kabuki rotating over. Gugun looking for the taunt, not able to connect it. It's Sans traded in for Yawi. A trade, more value for Aura.
The jukes though from Albert, he knew that the wild charge is coming and just evaded, sidestep away, you know, one step away from Yawi, and that way it didn't connect. Managed to escape, but Boots might be in trouble.
He is, pops in the last insanity before the Faraga armor gets taken down. Gugun already a quarter of HP. Keyboy, final slash in the back, and Kabuki's the one who gets it, despite Gugun getting full CC'd. A taunt over, Gugun out with a knockup. Keyboy gets baited in by Gugun, and Yehezkiel picks up the kill. 1,000 gold lead now for Aura.
Man, both teams just going at it, but Aura once again showing the neutral objective play. After the tempo play on the top side, they just rush there, and Onic, they're trying their best to really match the kind of speed, the rotations, but they're really trying to force a lot of these fights. It's almost like they have to stabilize for a bit longer before they do anything, because this is not how they usually play. This is not how they want to be playing either.
We've talked about the retro battle between Gugun and also Kyrie, but so far the one who's taking it is none of them. Even in the first game, there has been some moments where Keyboy stole it.
Keyboy, and then now, was it Kabuki?
Yep, Kabuki. I mean, this is what happens. Too much CC, no retribution being executed. The one who gets the scraps is the victor.
We have to keep in mind that Onic hasn't been dictating where and when these fights happen though. They've been trying to scramble, and they've been sending 2 or 3 members to deal with the whole Aura squad to try and get that neutral objective. So we haven't really seen a full 5v5 yet.
And we haven't really seen Lunox being picked up. In MPL Indonesia Season 12, the last time it was picked is week 1? If you told me that, I would have believed that stat.
Yeah, Lunox isn't really, well,
Yeah,
but it's been out of the meta for a while.
Yeah. It's still conditional, I get it, but it's still usable, I guess.
For sure. I mean, against tanks in particular, against Aura, that's very frontline heavy. And we've seen earlier, the fact that they play so straightforward, front to backs or pickoffs only, the Lunox does have value, and there's a great outplay potential available for Sans. But right now, it's almost like they're just too preoccupied dealing with Yawi, like we saw in the previous fight in the top lane, that they can't really get Sans and Albert to output their damage as efficiently as they would like. So with more items, I feel like it's going to be quite different. But now, again, Aura pressuring for the Lord, the neutral objective, and Onic, they're going to end up scrambling here as well, because Keyboy is not there.
Gonna bait out the heavy spin first for Kyrie.
Oh, Faraga armor Already gonna be taken out here. Wild charge not connecting. A good snipe down. Sounds slow.
No!
Alright! Finds the killing spree through the minion waves. Now it's Kyrie who's looking for the steal. Google.
No way.
Appraiser's Rat, Retribution, Yawi also in the front trying to zone them away. Aura now, they have a big lead. 3,000 gold lead.
Finally, a safe space for Gugun to execute that retribution. Good job for Yawi Yeskiel. Even Aran just zoning on everyone, also dealing the damage. Ultimately getting a kill towards Sans, one of the most core member of Onic, and sitting at a 4 deaths, the most of the team.
We're seeing Aura adopt the strategy of putting all the pressure they can onto Sans. Even in game number 1, Sans was the main playmaker right there. And if you look at this game, he's always pressured.
A wild charge on the keyboard by Yawi. Picks him off now as that is a last insanity to the back. Finding Yawi, taking him down. Keyboard for Yawi, but Boots is caught, shut down by Kabuki. A shot over to Sans by Yeskiel as they take control of the enemy jungle.
Now the Lord's marching down right here. Onic trying to clear it, but they're going to be zoned away. It's going to be a base defense on this. Aran!
And I'm offended.
Oh no, Purify!
An interesting Purify to get out there with Kyrie with a headbutt. Turret tier 2 down below taken down. Looking for the mid lane now for Aura.
Aran, did you see that with the item, Rashi? What Aran picked up? Malefic Roar for Ruby.
I told you he's crazy. He's local.
He got the kill onto Sans earlier as well. And I was saying again and again, Sans 2-4-4, despite having a bit of a lead in the early game, he's just not that flexible of a hero. No crowd control, no real playmaking tools. He's forced to wait for the right moment, and Aura keeps going and targeting him whenever they see him using the Astral Echo. But this is something that Onic need to try and find a way around, because otherwise, just Albert, it's going to be so difficult for him to try and output all that damage, despite having all these items, unless he has some coverage.
Yep, and Boots is supposed to be that one. But right now, like, when you're up against a full damage Ruby and also the poke from Kabuki and also Yeskiel, it's hard to stay intact with that Viraga armor. So you have to play it a bit more carefully, just a bit more passively compared to the usual X-Borg that we've seen so far. But Sans, look at that, the Kumar Bosch.
Yeah, he went up there avoiding pursuit. He gets out. Once again, it's a slow build-up, but in the late game, in a way, Aura will have more control, more poke as well. We've seen what Novaria can do in the late game, mainly I think from a boy from Geekfan. But for Onic, they have a Lunox, keep in mind. And now with no I'm offended, can Onic go for a fight right here on their terms?
Astral Echo onto the back, revealing 2 members. Kyrie, not gonna retry this one. Gugun is actually the one who utilizes his retry now 2 levels up on Kyrie. Sans, is that a power spike that we need to note? The Holy Crystal, 12 minutes in.
What a guy, what a rookie, what a player, Gugun. The first time he's played at MPL Indonesia Season 13, the highest stage of Indonesia, and he stepped up, being already one of the better junglers in MPL ID.
Look at the waves right here. This favor Aura, so Onic are the ones that have to try and make something happen for now. Although with the waves meeting up near Onic's base, it might really start pushing back, but Keyboy wants a play to happen.
Pops in the conceal, final slash, doesn't reveal anyone even. And Aura have a slow push built up in both side lanes.
Everything's going right for Aura. They have the zoning. Meanwhile, Yawi looking for something.
Pops in the conceal, but Lord actually stops that play from happening. Keyboy, caught an I'm offended, able to flicker out the safety. Meanwhile, Yawi, 3-man set with a wild charge, now flickers out the safety. Meanwhile, like Gugun, Appraiser's Rat now pinned down Sans, Chaos Assault. Kabuki's on a killing spree now, chasing down Albert. Gugun on the other side of the map right now, trying to survive with Impure Rage. He gets out of dash, 1 hit away, and Aran's chasing them down as well. Gugun's still 1 HP, not able to survive. Gugun, my goodness!
What a guy once again with the play! Gugun! Remember the name!
Holy!
Who is this man? He comes in and just shows Onic who is boss. And now with the control, Kyrie trying to go for a steal, but it's too risky. Alba's trying to lifesteal in the jungle, but might be too difficult with the Yeskiel having his eyes on the target. Gugun once again making the play happen.
That's the pull down right now. Kyrie needs to use the heavy spin, but he doesn't even have it on cooldown. Around in the back now, shut down. Taken out. Gugun does the same thing to Kyrie, though. Kabuki still has that ultimate. This can get more damage. Keyboy looking for the steal. I don't think he can go for this. He gets barriered out, zoned away, and Aura, 4,000 gold lead with an enhanced Lord in the 14th minute of the game.
Just the oohs and the ahs from the crowd when Gugun made those play, man. Once again, showing off against Kyrie.
AI prediction presented by the Samsung Galaxy series now, showing that Aura, against everyone's expectations, has a close to 70% win victory rate against Onic. They have the Lord, they can try and make that work right now with Yeheskel picking up the glowing one for more siege potential. But Onic do have damage, and if you look at the items, their carries, in particular Sans and Albert, are one item away from just equalizing it out. So Aura actually is still, in a way, fighting against the clock.
A question before the Lord Arashi. Like, what's happening with Onic? Like, what went wrong? Is it the draft? Is it just the execution?
I feel like it's a bit of execution, especially early on, and now it becomes augmented by the draft. So with the game going longer and longer, I feel like there's a chance for Onic to turn this around, especially if Aura gets impatient.
The charge from the Lord in the mid lane. Albert and Sans.
Wow.
Amazing wave clear for the Lunox. Yep. They're able to deal with it very, very quick. Now onto the bottom lane. Albert goes. Yaoi. Conceal. Power of nature. Boots. Last insanity to zone them away, but he will lose his Faraga armor when he dives in. Gugun now with immortality. Keyboy. Final slash. Not connecting. Once again, Albert already half HP. They're looking for a set. Aran has Flicker. Gugun has Flicker, but Aran does not have an I'm Offended. And Onic.
It's still Onic.
Very, very well.
Very well is an underwhelming statement, Mirko. That defended like
Fantastic.
yeah, couldn't go better, I guess. Like, this is perfect defense for Onic. Like, they're not giving up a single base turret, despite this is being leveled to Lord.
I think Aura now will have to just wait it out. Maybe try and get Yeheskel to do the damage, but this is all they can do. They don't really have any chances to really brute force into the base due to the insane wave clear that Onic has. Now, ooh, Boots.
And I'm Offended this time with the Kyrie onto Boots as well. Conceal Keyboy. What? Charge by Yaoi. Forcing a Purify. 3-man taunt at the final slash. Boots going to be taken down as Yaoi dives deep with immortality. Kyrie pinning down Aran. Sans very low. Taunted up. Gugun stabs him and takes him out. It's a 3-for-1 in favor of the Dragons.
3-4-1 for Aura there. Aran didn't get it shredded immediately, but he has done what needs to be done. With 20 seconds left on the clock right here, can Aura force Onic to let go of their last remaining members? Keyboy and Albert, 2 against the world.
Oh, they want to convert?
Let's see, oh, the barrier. Almost took Albert to the wrong side of the wall. Keyboy flickering in front just to die with the immortality. Tries to zone the minions away. Now with the final slash, not connecting. Yaoi finds a wild charge. There's no Purify, but there's a big bonk. And Kabuki goes for the base. 1-to-1 winning moment by Samsung Galaxy A5.